Hey everybody, welcome to Everyone's Entitled to My Opinion. I don't have any merch. This was a shirt given to me by my mother-in-law. She either made it or she either made it or got it on Amazon or something, but it fits. Alright, I may have some more how-tos coming up. I gotta talk to my sister about it at her house. It's going to be more stuff that I don't have going on. I don't have here to tell you how to do how-tos. This is more maintenance stuff that needs addressed. She has bought a new house. It's an older house. Well, I'll talk to her about it, videoing it, and she can help me video, and I might even get her to help do some of the work, or I'll just do it, or whatever. But anyway, that's a whole nother time. We'll get back on these IED type stuff and roll from there. Now, all right. This one's going to be PTSD. All right. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. It can be something simple as I'll use one of my mom's experiences here real quick. She was in a hotel. I'm not saying where. People on the same floor had a bunch of illegal drugs. At least at the time, marijuana was illegal, and they had a boatload of marijuana, and I don't know what else. I don't remember the whole story on that. But the cop, or the dog, hit the room, and it was a room beside my mom's. There was so much smell coming out of that room. I guess they were smoking it in there too. But there was so much smell coming out of that room, the dog hit her door too. Now, when the drug dog says, here, cops go. Okay, they investigate. They found all the drugs, money, guns, or whatever else was in there. They arrested those guys. But they also hit my mom's room. Knocked on the door. Mom opened the door. Cops came in. They had the right to, because of, I forget the wording. You know how I get sometimes. But they had the right to go in there because the dog struck said there was illegal drugs in there. But it was the room beside, kind of deal. So, but anyway, when the cops came in, not knowing what they were going to come up against, they had their guns drawn and everything, and they were pointing a gun at my mom. Now, I'm not mad at the cops. And this has happened a long time. It was several years ago, so I'm not too worried about this now. The cops came in, guns drawn, searched her room, tossed stuff, found nothing, apologized, and even offered to send her to class, to a seminar or whatever about PTSD, because she did have PTSD. It was a traumatic experience, and it was afterwards. That's what post means. Post-traumatic. It was very stressful. This was like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And so she had PTSD for a while. I think she got over it mostly. Every now and then she thinks about it. She still shoots guns and stuff. I mean, it's nothing, and she knew the cops were doing their job. They found nothing in her room. She doesn't do anything, at least that I know of. So, but that was something as simple as that, or even simpler. You get in a car wreck. Next time you go to drive, my wife, she got in a wreck this past January. Wasn't her fault. She got T-boned, totaled our truck. Not my little red truck. That's the reason why I had to get it back on the road, because I needed a truck. She got it going, or she got in that accident. 2 weeks she wouldn't drive. She couldn't drive. Made her her anxiety. She just got all worried and stuff. She hated it. I mean, she drove short distances, but nothing like, I drove her to work for a while. I've been taking her to a lot of things, and even now she'll get in certain situations to where she freaks out, because PTSD. And then it could be something a lot worse. I use me for example. I lived out here in Illinois for several years. Went to school down in Velmar, Illinois, down here in the bottoms, in Old Velmar. And we got flooded out. Mississippi flood in 93, the Great Flood. Look it up. But then that was traumatic enough. But then, and I already had my anger issues that we didn't know about. And then I went to a different school than my friends. They were, we were scattered all over the area. And then I went and moved to West Virginia. So I didn't see any of my friends from school and stuff for a long time. Came back in 96, saw them, was in the new school. But I still had resentment over stuff. And it took me till I was 35, 36 to actually, 37 to actually understand the PTSD part that I actually still had. I'm over it now. But, it did. Because I carried a lot of hate in my life and a lot of all kinds of other stuff. And, that's life, right? Well, I had PTSD, but I still had my IED, my anger issues. Those were diagnosed later in life. But anyway, military guys, PTSD's rampant. Military folk. I can't say guys because there's women in there. And there's apparently some transgender, maybe even, who knows. But PTSD is bad. It is best way to get through. It's counseling. I was talking to a friend of mine from church. We were watching fireworks. He was parked across the alley from me. And we were talking a little bit before the fireworks stuff. He was a Vietnam vet. Let me make sure. Yeah. I do believe. I know he's a vet. So yeah, it would have been with his age. It would have been Vietnam. Surprised me that he could handle the fireworks going off. Because I know some people from Nam, they still can't. But he's overcome it, I guess. And he's a good guy. He's a great guy. And we talk all the time. See each other at church. He mows the cemetery. I'm a trustee over there. He's a board of trustee. He's a cemetery board guy. He helps me a lot with different projects, and I try to help him with projects. Good friend. So, there you go. PTSD can go from anything like that. Now, you get a hangnail, is that PTSD? No. Good Lord. You know, break your arm once, falling off a bike. Yeah, PTSD? Yeah, best thing to do. You probably got a little bit from it, but best thing to do is get right back on it after you can. I've been in so many bicycle accidents when I was a kid. I'd have never rode a bike. Boy, I look fat. Because I am. But yeah, it's, PTSD is nothing, I did that, I think the first video I put out was IED versus PTSD, and I think I might have downplayed PTSD some. I'm not, okay? I'm not saying IED is worse. It is for me. Because anger issue, not you know, a former military person or a former, somebody that was in that in a traumatic experience. They flip out over, and then they have flashbacks, and and then they go into their ordeal. Good, bad, or otherwise. Well, ain't nothing good when you're talking about traumatic experiences. Maybe good come out of it, but IED is something that you carry all the time. You deal with literally every minute, every day. Especially when you start to get upset. And so then you have to really monitor yourself and whatnot. So I'm not saying PTSD is worse or better than IED, or vice versa. I want to clarify that now. All right, I want to clarify that now. Each one of your each one of the mental things are bad for that person. Okay. Do I want to hear you cry about it? No. Do you want to hear me cry about mine? No, I don't. I do these try to be an informative videos, not me saying this is, woe is me, pity me because of this, that, the other. No, because if you show me pity, I'm just going to get mad. So, but anyway, I have some how-to videos coming up. I'll have some traveling videos. I'm going to do a little video on my truck, my little red truck one time. I might even do that today. Don't know if I'll upload it, but I'll probably record it. We'll do one of my wife's car too. Pros, cons type deal. What all I have done, haven't done to each vehicle. Age, mileage, so on and so forth. So, parts I had to put on them, whatever. And then we'll go from there. I'll do a little walk around my mower and stuff. Kind of explain some things, just little quick videos, pros, cons type deal. Mowers, push mowers, trimmers, chainsaws, different tools, pros, cons, teach you how to use them. That's who I am. Now, a lot of this is how I do things, how I see it, my opinion. So, anyway, y'all have a good one. Bye.